Fans spot a familiar pattern. Is FreenBecky repeating an old cycle? The FreenBecky fandom is restless again, not because of a scandal, not because of a confirmation, but because of something far more unsettling. A pattern. Over the past few weeks, fans across platforms have been quietly comparing timelines, screenshots, and memories. What they've noticed has sparked a wave of uneasy déjà vu, the feeling that Freen and Becky may be slipping into a cycle fans have seen before. Nothing dramatic has happened. No statements. No fights. No headlines screaming breakup. Yet the atmosphere has changed, and longtime fans can feel it. Because this isn't the first time FreenBecky have gone quiet like this. The silence that feels too familiar. For newer fans, the current moment may feel confusing but harmless. Two busy actresses navigating separate schedules. But veteran fans recognize the signs. The reduced interactions. The lack of casual mentions. The absence of spontaneous reposts. The sudden formality in public appearances. This is not unfamiliar territory. Fans recall previous periods where Freen and Becky slowly pulled back from visible closeness, not overnight, but gradually. Back then, it started the same way. Fewer shared moments, more individual focus, and an unspoken distance that no one wanted to name. One longtime fan wrote, "It's not what they're doing, it's what they're not doing anymore." And that's what has reignited the discussion. How fans connected the dots. The theory didn't emerge from a single incident, it came from accumulation. Fans noticed that when Freen posts, Becky no longer reacts immediately, if at all. Becky's recent captions feel more neutral, more inward-focused. Joint references have disappeared from interviews. Even body language during recent events feels more reserved. None of these details alone mean much. Together, they tell a story, or at least they echo one. A popular thread titled, "We've Seen This Before," went viral after fans compared screenshots from 2 different years, showing eerily similar posting gaps, wording choices, and timing. The conclusion wasn't accusatory, it was cautious. We're not saying they're done. We're saying the pattern feels familiar. The emotional cycle fans fear most. The cycle fans talk about isn't about breakups or fallouts. It's about retreat. Periods where FreenBecky seemed to intentionally pull back, possibly to protect something, possibly because of external pressure, or possibly because the attention becomes too heavy. In past cycles, this distance often preceded intense fandom speculation, agency-driven silence, rumors filling the gaps, and eventually a soft reset, either closer again or clearly separate. The fear now isn't that history will repeat exactly, it's that the emotional toll on fans might. One comment captured the anxiety perfectly. Every time we start overthinking, it's because they stop letting us see them. Are they protecting themselves or each other? Not everyone believes this pattern is negative. Some fans argue that this cycle is intentional and necessary. Freen and Becky are no longer rookies. Their careers are bigger, the stakes are higher, and every interaction is scrutinized. Pulling back could be a way to regain control, not drift apart. Others believe the distance is actually a form of protection. Protection from misinterpretation. Protection from pressure. Protection from being forced into narratives they didn't choose. As one fan wrote, "Maybe the cycle isn't about separation. Maybe it's about survival." Why this time feels different. Still, many fans insist this cycle feels heavier than before. The tone is quieter. The joy feels muted. The spontaneity is gone. Even when Freen and Becky appear in the same conversation space, there's a carefulness that wasn't always there. What's different now is the maturity, not just theirs but the fandom's. Fans aren't demanding answers as loudly. They're observing, waiting, reading between the lines. There's less outrage and more sadness. "We're not angry anymore," one fan wrote. "We're just tired of guessing." The role of the fandom in the cycle. Interestingly, many fans have turned the lens inward. Some believe the fandom itself may be part of the cycle, that intense scrutiny, constant shipping pressure, and overanalysis may force FreenBecky into these periods of withdrawal. It's a rare moment of self-reflection. What if every time we get too loud, they get quieter? This question has sparked debates about boundaries, respect, and how much fans are entitled to see. Yet despite this awareness, the emotional investment remains. So, are they repeating the cycle? The truth is, no one knows. Patterns don't always repeat because something is wrong. Sometimes they repeat because circumstances demand it. Freen and Becky may be navigating change, growth, and pressure in ways the public can't see. Or they may simply be choosing privacy over performance. But the reason fans are uneasy isn't because of what's happening now. It's because they remember what came after similar moments before. And that uncertainty lingers. Final thoughts. Watching without answers. Right now, the FreenBecky story feels suspended, not ending, not restarting, but hovering in an in-between space that fans find hard to sit with. Whether this is another cycle, a pause, or a quiet evolution remains unclear. But one thing is certain. The fandom isn't imagining things. They're responding to absence, to shifts, to a silence that feels intentional. And until Freen and Becky choose to speak or show what this moment means, fans will continue to watch, remember, and hope. Because cycles only feel frightening when you care about how the story ends. And FreenBecky? That story still matters to millions.